Fallowfern is a pale brown she-cat. She was a stray who joined SkyClan in the Gorge shortly after the clan was rebuilt, and became mates with another recent recruit, a former kitty pet named Waspwhisker. It wasn't long before the two of them had a litter of kits: Nettlekit, Creekkit, Plumkit, and Rabbitkit. The four of them were constantly getting into trouble, such as when Nettlekit fell into the river, and Fallowfern had her work cut out in looking after them. They constantly wanted to start their training, but she had to keep reminding them that they were too young. She helped Clovertail settle into the nursery for the other she-cat's second litter, and then returned to warrior duties herself once her four were apprenticed. They later earned their warrior names. When Leafstar and her kits were captured by a two-leg, Fallowfern helped them escape. Using her clanmate Birdpaw's idea, Fallowfern acted as if she had an injured leg, and the two-leg brought her inside. Together, she, Leafstar, and the kitty pet Soul were able to carry Leafstar's kits to the safety of the camp. The camp flooded later and damaged the dens, and Fallowfern, along with their clanmates Patchfoot and Petalnose, began to question whether they should remain with the clan. They brought their concerns to Leafstar, but after they helped drive away some rogues, they decided to stay. Eventually, Fallowfern grew deaf and moved to the Elder's Den, although she wasn't particularly old. A cat named Darktail was welcomed into SkyClan, but unbeknownst to them, he was the leader of a group of rogues, and one night they attacked the clan. SkyClan fled from the gorge, and in the confusion many of them split up. Fallowfern and her daughter's mate Sandynose were captured by two legs and kept inside for half a moon, but they were eventually able to outwit them and make their escape. The clan was gone from the gorge by the time they returned, but they found one of the former daylight warriors, Ebonyclaw, at her two-leg nest. She explained that SkyClan was going to try to find Barley, a loner who had once visited the clan, in order to figure out where the other four clans were staying now, so Fallowfern and Sandynose decided to follow them. They found Barley, who was able to point them in the right direction, and later caught up with their clan. Unfortunately, upon reuniting with them, she learned that her mate Waspwhisker had been taken away by two legs as well, and she had to struggle to accept his loss. As of yet, he is still missing. SkyClan finally made their way to the lake where the other clans lived, and they stayed with ThunderClan for a while, until they were given part of ShadowClan's territory as their own. Even though she was technically an elder, Fallowfern was still active in helping her clan. She did accidentally cause some tension between SkyClan and ShadowClan, however, when their temporary medicine cat, Leafpool, accidentally sent her to gather herbs across the ShadowClan border. Fallowfern currently serves as the only elder of SkyClan. Despite her disability and her role, she's still active enough, and hopefully will be with their clan for many moons to come.